Thank you very much. We have a very important choice that we are making. It's either incarceration on the back end or education on the front end. We recognize right here in the state of Texas that if we do not educate now, we will end up incarcerating later. And so we are saying to Texas legislature, we are saying to Governor Rick Perry, what choice are you willing to make? Are you determined to incarcerate on the back end and make money that way, or do you want to educate on the front end and build the kind of Texas that all of us deserve? And so we are here to say education, yes, incarceration, no, because when we educate, we create a future that Texas deserves. I like that because we are saying in essence to many of these who are behind us, never forget what Jesus said as it relates to children. Jesus said, if you mistreat children, you ought to have a millstone hung around your neck and thrown into a sea. If you don't invest in children, you are not worthy of the position of authority that you have. And then watch how Jesus connected it, because Jesus then said, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. What does that mean? It means that budgets are moral documents. Whenever you have a budget passed, that is a reflection of your morality. Texas, what does it say about our morality when we will cut $5.4 billion from investing in our children? And so if you believe in the Jesus we believe in, Jesus says protect our children, educate our children, and if you educate them now, you won't have to incarcerate them later. And with that being the case, Texas, let's rise up and make sure that all of our children have equality of opportunity to an education that is well resourced. I like that right there. An education that is well resourced. All of our children. It's not enough for us just to have a few schools over here because they are chartered doing well. Instead, we must make sure that every child has equality of opportunity. It's like if you have a plank on some grass, and if you have a plank on that grass and some of the grass blades are able to sneak through that plank and do well, that's not good. No, you have to remove the plank so all of the grass can grow. And so we're not settling for a charter school here and a charter school there. No, we want public education for every child in Texas. We want equality of opportunity, or we will be guilty of child neglect. Yes, I've come to say to the state of Texas, we cannot be guilty of child neglect. Would it not be a terrible thing to build a beautiful house and have wonderful windows and beautiful rugs and carpets all throughout that house and not feed that child? That particular family would be guilty of child abuse and child neglect. Texas, that's what we're doing when we cut $5.4 billion. We're saying we want to look good on the outside, but not feed and treat our children right on the inside. That is child neglect. I close with this. Lori Beth Jones tells a wonderful story about a little boy who had dozed off and gone to sleep, and he was having an exciting dream as he was running through a field that was immaculate in terms of the manicured green grass. It was bordered by lovely lilies and dazzling daffodils. It was a wonderful dream. That's what children ought to do in school. They ought to dream of a future that's better than where they are right now. Langston Hughes said, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. He's running through the field. It's a lovely dream, but then all of a sudden a bear begins to chase him as he is running. Can you imagine that? What was a lovely dream is now a fearful nightmare. He is running from the bear. The bear is about to catch him, and too many of our children, they experience that. They begin dreaming, but then the bear of cuts in public funding for education, cuts for special programs to at-risk children cuts. Those are bears that come from Austin, and the bears are chasing our children. But wait, Lori Beth does not end there, because Lori Beth has a little boy to finally, as he is cornered by the bear, say, "Mr. Bear, are you going to eat me?" The bear stops in midair and says, "I don't know. This is your dream." That's what we're saying, Texas. That's what we're saying to the Capitol. This is our dream. Incarceration, no. Education, yes. This is our dream. We're going to protect our children and not neglect our children. This is our dream. Our best days are not behind us. They're in front of us, because we're going to invest in education. Why? Because Jesus said, "Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." My heart goes out to the children. My heart goes out to those little kids in pre-K and in Head Start. My heart goes out to kids in middle school and high school. Where is your heart, Texas? My heart says education, yes. Incarceration, no. It's our dream. Let's educate our children.